Okay, I'm back. I'm going to work in my journal. I had to go and run and do some copies real quick on my computer of some things that I wanted to use for my memorial page for my dad. This is a picture of him. He was captain in the Air Force. He was a pilot. He flew a B-24 bomber. And I actually I found one of these. They came in cigarette packs. So I did find a picture of his airplane on a cigarette pack card. So I didn't want to use the original. So I ended up just copying it, and then I'll cut that out. And then I messed up. My dad owned a ski lodge when he got out of the armed forces, and so I have one of his original envelopes, but I didn't want to use it, so I just scanned a copy. Here's a letter of him. He wrote a letter to his parents from October 1944, from back during World War II, and so I just made a copy of that also. So those are some objects I'm going to use on my page. I didn't want to use the original. Now I just want to try to see if I can find a section. Maybe I'll just start a new section somewhere in here. And let me see if I've got some paper I can use as my background. I do have some items. Let me look through here. I did find at a flea market okay, so these are all photos pretty much. Wait, I found an Air Force patch I wanted to use. So this is all, like, as I've been going through books, I kind of pulled some things that meant something to me. But I know I've got a patch in here in the ephemera section. Somewhere. I know it's in here somewhere. Oh wait, that's right. This was my dad produced this TV show, and I remember him singing this song, The Circus Parade, and then he used to sing this every night before we went to bed. So I'm going to use that as my background. Come on, I know it's in here. Okay, remember I had this all organized? Okay, here's my dad's signature on a piece of paper. That'd be really cool to have on there. That's kind of cool stamp. Here it is. So I have this Air Force, U.S. Air Force patch. So I thought that'd be kind of cool. I found it in a bin at a flea market, and so that'll look neat. So I guess I'm going to do a 2-page spread. Let me see, where's that other Charming Charlie thing I have? Because maybe I'll do a 2-page spread. I'll do this, and then don't care about her too much. I've got other books. This was just the extra one that I had. Okay. So, because I want to do a 2-page spread. So maybe what I'll do is that it may end up being 4 after I'm done with it. I may make a copy of this maybe and put it in a, I think I'm going to make a copy, a small copy, and then, or fold it up, make a pocket or something. Okay, so let's cut this down in half. Or do I want to just do like an opening? Maybe I'll just do an opening page. Okay, so let's go here, here, here for my holes. And then, yeah, all right. So I'm going to set that aside. I think what I'm going to do here is use my dad's letter as a background page. Maybe. Do I have I do. I have a tearing ruler. And then I'm going to show, because I did this on my inkjet, I'm going to show you how to craft over it, still be able to craft on top of it and not make the ink move. So there is that. And hold on one second. Oh my gosh, I may add this little, I found this on my floor because we used to go to the drive-in as kids. Let me see. It's called Distress Glaze. Whoa. And what you do with it is you put a little on your finger and you go around and you rub it into your paper or your photo or whatever that you made a copy of, and you just do it and then that way, and I have to burnish this off with a paper towel, which I don't have. If you use this on top of your project and then you go to ink, it won't move the ink around. Like, I don't know if you've ever tried to craft with an inkjet printer copy, but it will mess up your ink. So you want to get it good and rubbed in. You want to use very little. And you can see if you missed a spot because it's going to have a little bit of a sheen until you burnish it off. So there's that. Now let me get a paper towel. Hold 1 minute, please. Okay, I have Kleenex. Good enough. Instead of running to the kitchen. So I'm going to burnish this in to paper. And how you can tell it's in the paper is when you first use the tissue, you're going to feel it's like a resist. You can feel it resisting. But then after you get it rubbed in, your paper towel is going to move really smoothly right over the top. Right? I don't want to wrinkle it. Okay. There we go. Now, because this has kind of a blue tint to it, I want to tone that down. So I'm going to get out my inks. I'm going to go over it maybe with some vintage photo. And give it some age. Hey, that's kind of cool if you go off. I don't know if you can see that. If you ink off, it gives you a really cool pattern. That's kind of cool, huh? Okay, so there's that. I want to age it down a little bit to get some of that white off. And then I'm going to take some of this. Let's do some drippage of some walnut stain and spritz it. And that's going to kind of blend that in the other thing. It'll give me some cool drips. Yeah, like that. That's that. Okay, so that's going to dry. And then I'm going to leave this out because I know I'll be using that more. And then let's fussy cut my dad out. And I may color in he had his comms on top of his head. Should I cut his comms off or? The original photo I have is much clearer than the copy for some reason. I don't know why it doesn't. That on my copier it didn't copy very nicely. I'm gonna have to. Then on this sheet, I'm gonna pull this card out. I should have shrunk it down. It would have been cool if it was, sorry, smaller. Okay. Got that and that. And then I'm going to put this probably from the top. Let me see that. And then I've got this little postage stamp. That is original. See, I'm gonna cut my dad's. Signature out. I could do that. Like that. Look at that. It's on my birthday, March 31st. Okay. Then I'm gonna just tear this. It's cool. I never noticed that. It's my birthday. Then it's a little too white for me. this. And I think I don't like this little bobby bit there, so I'm going to take a little wet wipe. That'll get rid of that blotch. And then put that there. And I think I have this from my last one, but I really liked how that looked on the journal page. So I think I'm going to use it again. Yeah, I like that. You know what it reminds me of is the netting that they had when they had their tents. Let me see. I think, let me see. It's in the background of this photo. No. Oh, maybe there'd be a picture of that. Okay, so I've got that. And then I need to glue this on here. So let's take some tacky glue. Hey, Missy Lulu. Yes, I'm using some stuff of my dad. This is my dad when he was in the Air Force in World War II. So I made some copies, but this is original, and I have a stamp that's original, and my dad's signature is original. So I do have some original items, but I only have that one photo of him, so I made a copy. And then I have this B-24 bomber cigarette card from World War II, but I didn't want to use the original. So I'm just kind of waiting for the blotches. And then this was a letter from my dad to his parents, my grandparents, when he first was in, I think this may have been from his boot camp from 1944. Yeah, today's would have been my dad's birthday. So it just got me thinking about him. And I had been wanting to do a journal page. And I'd been collecting stuff for a little while, so I just decided today'd be a good day to do it. I mean, he's been passed on for a long time, but he's always in my heart, right? Okay, so